Becoming a star in Hollywood can be tough. You never know who you can really trust. Thankfully, a lot of celebrities have fantastic families that they know have their best interest at heart. But sadly, some don't, and some celebrities distance from their families after finding out their families use them for the wrong reasons. In at number 10, Britney Spears. Considering everything that's happened in the last few years, it's clear that Britney Spears wants nothing to do with her family. In fact, she hopes they end up in prison for what they've done to her. The public learned that Britney had been in a 13-year conservatorship last year when the Free Britney movement gained traction. Then when she was in court speaking about it, she told the judge, quote, "Ma'am, my dad and anyone involved in this conservatorship and my agent, who played huge roles in punishing me when I said no to going on tour, ma'am, they should be in jail." Britney also called out people in her life, we assume her sister Jamie Lynn, for not being there when she needed it. She wrote in one Instagram post, quote, "There's nothing worse than when the people closest to you who never stood up for you post things in regard to your situation, whatever it might be, and speak righteously for support." Britney and Jamie Lynn have been publicly feuding online for the past few days, and it's clear that once this conservatorship is over, she wants payback. And at number 9, Ariel Winter. The Modern Family star shocked the world when she fought to become emancipated from her mother at the age of 15. Years before, in 2012, Winter filed a restraining order against her mother, Crystal Workman, accusing her of being physically and verbally harmful. In May of 2015, Winter became emancipated and celebrated on Twitter, saying, quote, "I'm now officially emancipated. I'm really lucky I have an amazing support system and lovely people in my life who have given me the support and guidance to have been given this wonderful opportunity." In the court battle, it was revealed that her mother's interference in the show almost got her fired from Modern Family several times. There were even stories that her mother would withhold food from Ariel until she got her way, which would prompt her co-stars to sneak her meals behind her mother's back. Their relationship does not seem to be mended, and it's clear Ariel wants nothing to do with her mother. And at number 8, Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston has revealed that she grew up with an emotionally toxic mother who always made her feel inferior. Her mother, named Nancy Dow, and Jen never really got along, and there were years where they did not speak. Jen revealed that her mother had a very hot temper, which Jen could not handle. Her mother would scream hysterically, and Jen would have to sit there and take it. Once Jen screamed back, and her mother actually laughed at her. She recalled the moment, saying, quote, "One time I raised my voice to my mother and I screamed at her, and she looked at me and burst out laughing. She was laughing at me for screaming back, and it was like a punch in my stomach." Apparently, Jen's mother was also extremely critical and made her feel like she was not as beautiful as her mother. Jen still struggles with confidence issues because of it, and revealed, quote, "She was gorgeous, stunning, I wasn't. I never was. I honestly still don't think of myself in that sort of light, which is fine. She was also very unforgiving. She would hold grudges that I just found so petty." And at number 7, Oliver Hudson and Kate Hudson. This brother and sister duo, children of Goldie Hawn and Bill Hudson, absolutely hate their estranged father, and they've publicly shared this fact multiple times with the world. On Father's Day in 2015, Oliver shared a photo with Kate and their father, along with the caption, quote, "Happy Abandonment Day." A clear dig at their father, who had not been in the children's lives since their divorce. Oliver and Kate have said that they consider Hawn's longtime partner Kurt Russell as their real father. However, the sassy Father's Day post actually opened up Bill Hudson's eyes, and Hudson reached out to the kids shortly after to patch things up. Oliver Hudson later said about the post, quote, "I haven't talked to my father in 12 years, and my dark, crazy sense of humor, I posted this Happy Abandonment Day thing, which everyone went crazy over. I was just trying to be funny. And at the end of the day, it was a good thing." And at number 6, Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin is one of the most successful child actors of all time, since he started the mega successful Home Alone series. And unfortunately, his parents took advantage of him for their own gain. While the pair were getting a divorce, they allegedly argued over his multi-million-dollar fortune, which drove a wedge between Culkin and his parents. Because of this, the family accountant was put in charge of Culkin's trust until he reached adulthood. Culkin later opened up about his relationship with his father and said they never got along even before fame. Culkin once said, quote, "My father was overbearing, very controlling. He was always the way he is even before my success. He'd play mind games to make sure I knew my place." Halfway number 5, Janet Jackson. It's no secret that the Jackson children hated their father, Joe Jackson. Multiple Jackson 5 members have spoken out against their father's horrible treatment of them, especially since they were only kids when he put them to work. The songstress, along with her famous brother Michael Jackson, were reportedly physically punished for the most absurd reasons. Janet explained that Joe never allowed her to call him father or daddy, and instead she had to call him by his real name. Because of how much she did not like him, Joe was not present at Janet's wedding when she married Wissam Almana. Michael Jackson said of his father, quote, "He was very strict, very hard, very stern. With just a look he would scare you. I was very scared, frightened of him." And at number 4, Selena Gomez. Selena's relationship with her mother is better than it has been in years, following her mother's health crisis. Gomez and her mother, Mandy Tiffay, had an okay relationship early on in the singer's career. Mandy was even Selena's manager until 2014. When Selena decided to get a different manager, her mom flipped out, and that's when the tension started. Mandy also did not approve of Justin Bieber or his relationship with Selena. Things seemed to be good between Selena and her mom when they both signed up to be producers on the Netflix hit series 13 Reasons Why together, but it did not last long. In 2017, they unfollowed each other on Instagram, and more drama ensued. A month after they unfollowed each other, Tiffay publicly criticized her daughter's decision to join the cast of Woody Allen's film A Rainy Day in New York because of past allegations by Allen's adopted daughter, Dylan Farrow. However, their issues seem to have solved by 2018. And at number 3, the Kardashian Sisters. The Kardashian family is one of the strongest families of all time. No matter what happens, they always stick together, as long as nobody double-crosses a family member. Sadly, that's exactly what Caitlyn Jenner did, and because of the betrayal, the family wants nothing to do with her. In 2017, Jenner published her autobiography titled The Secrets of My Life, in which she delved pretty deep into her stepchildren's private lives, exposing some of the family's biggest secrets. Caitlyn claimed that Rob Kardashian knew OJ was guilty but defended him anyway. Caitlyn also accused Kris of knowing of her gender struggles pre-transition and doing everything possible not to see Caitlyn be her true self, which the family denied. In an interview with Howard Stern, Khloe Kardashian revealed that she felt betrayed when she discovered that many people outside the family knew about Caitlyn's transition before members of the family did. All of this concluded in the family distancing themselves from Caitlyn for years. The relationship is better now, but still not what it was before the book. And at number 2, Beyonce. Since her father pushed her so much while she was young, Beyonce has been open about her tense relationship with her father. Her dad, Matthew Knowles, was her manager from the start of her career in the late 90s to 2011 when Beyonce decided to fire him. Apparently, he was accused of taking more money than his allotted commission. His rocky relationship with Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, also put a strain on his relationship with his children. Matthew would leave her and come back whenever he felt like it. Then in 2011, Tina divorced him after news broke that he fathered an illegitimate child with Alexandra Wright. Years later, he would also father a child with another woman in 2014. Then in 2013, neither Beyonce or her sister Solange attended their father's wedding, but they did attend their mother's wedding in 2015, clearly taking their mother's side. Matthew has also thrown shady digs at Beyonce's way. In 2018, he claimed she was only successful because she was light-skinned. And finally, at number 1, Adele. Adele made her tense relationship with her father clear during an acceptance speech in 2017, where she said, quote, "I don't love my dad," saying instead that her longtime manager Jonathan Dickens was her true father figure. Adele revealed in 2011 that her father struggled with alcohol addiction when she was young, and it put a huge strain on their relationship. The drinking started after her grandfather passed away, and her father did not take it well. He reportedly became very distant after his father's death and completely shut Adele out of his life. Thankfully, Adele and her father were able to reconcile shortly before he passed away. Alrighty guys, that is all for the list today. Let me know your thoughts below and let me know anyone that I missed that could be in a part 2. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to subscribe for more, and we'll catch you in the next one.